ebube onye ọlụ ebube nara ekele. Ụmụ gị na-asị gị onye ọlụ ebube, onye ọlụ ebube onye ọlụ ebube nara ekele. Ụmụ gị na-asị gị onye ọlụ ebube, onye ọlụ ebube onye ọlụ ebube nara ekele. Ị mara mma Chukwu, ịdị ebube, ịdị oke ọnụ ahịa. Jehova bụ Chineke onye ebere, Daddy ribo otuto n'ebe ọkaka. Daddy mara mma, ị mara mma, ịdị ebube, ịdị oke ọnụ ahịa. Chime, Jehova bụ Chineke onye ebere, Daddy ribo otuto n'ebe ọkaka. Eze mara mma, ị mara mma, ịdị ebube, chi anyị dị oke ọnụ ahịa. Chim, Jehova bụ Chineke, ọ bụ onye anyị na-efe. Chukwu ribo otuto n'ebe ọkaka. Daddy mara mma, ọ mara mma. Chukwu ọ dị ebube, ọ dị ebube, ọ dịkwa oke ọnụ ahịa. Chimo, Jehova bụ Chineke onye ebere, Daddy ribo otuto n'ebe ọkaka. Anya m ga-ahụ ihe m ga-eji wejaba Chineke mma. Anya m ga-ahụ ihe m ga-eji wejaba Chineke mma. Anya m ga-ahụ ihe ga-eme wejaba Chineke mma. Ntị m ga-anụ ihe ga-eme wejaba Chineke mma. Aga m aja gị mma n'ụtụtụ, ja gị mma n'ehihie, ja gị mma n'abalị. Ọkwa gị ụchọ ndị vaịda. Ewo, ewo. Aga m ajawa gị mma n'ụtụtụ, jaba gị mma n'ehihie, ja gị mma n'abalị. Malite n'ọgwụgwụ. Chimo, ewo. Anya m ga-ahụ ihe m ga-eme wejaba Chineke mma. Ntị m ga-anụ ihe m ga-eji wejaba Chineke mma. Kulienue ka ijaba 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 Chineke mma. Ntị m ga-anụ ihe ga-eme wejaba Chineke mma. Anya m ga-ahụ ihe mere wejaba Chineke mma. Wejaba Chineke mma. Wejaba Chineke mma. Igbo bụ Igbo. Igbo bụ Igbo birikweni yo. Ụtụtụ ọma, ehihie ọma, mgbede ọma, depending your time zone. Anyị ga-adị ka echi, maka na echi adịghị agwụ agwụ ka anyị na-agwa ya. Ọ bụ na isonye bụ, what are you waiting for? Click the like button, subscribe, comment, share. If anyị na-ekwu na nke ikpeazụ oye eluwe. If you are just coming across our channel for the very first time, You are welcome. This is Kelenna TV. We are live and we are direct, bringing you the gospel of redemption. Like your dog said, if I make for common sense, the reason I brought in my ife kara anyị mara ife kara anyị gaa school, mana ọ maka ife ị na-echefu ka anyị ji wee nọdụ. I just want to make common sense as always. Amaka Mele Igbo bụ Igbo. Amaka Mele all of us of truth. Amaka Mele all of us of Kelenna TV. Amaka Mele all supporters of Kelenna TV. Those that always been here. Amaka Mele. Amaka Mele. Amaka Mele. Amaka Mele. Ijebe ijejeri na bana be ya na do sinjo okwa biro. Amaka Mele all of us of truth. Zion Pikin Amaka Mele. Many have commented before. Omaka mere ncha jina duru onye ọ ga-adịrị mma Omaka mere all of us of truth. Chika Omaka mere black Omaka mere JJ greetings from here Omaka mere maka na ndị ọbụla gọziri anyị Chukwu ya agọzi ya mana ndị ọbụla chọrọ ịkọcha anyị eluigwe ya akọchafa. Money man, no, yen money man, Omaka Mele, if I'm Mele, one nemo, Oju Gochuku, no, yen Omaka Mele, Julius, no, yen Omaka Mele, the peace of Ezechiokike. I am calling upon the peace of Ezechiokike. Nisinando Ayabuna, Boyezioku. The peace and the love of Ezechiokike. Kachike C from Singapore. Omaka Mele, one nemo, Gankenemena Singapore. Omaka Mele, all of us of truth, all supporters of truth. Omaka Mele, Victoria, no, Rien, Omaka Mele, Chinadu, no, Rien, Omaka Mele. We must continue, we must continue. It is a must. We continue with this preaching of the gospel of redemption. It is a must. We continue black and no, you know, Makamele, God bless ya and your family. 3 is and also with you, my brother, Shalom, you all watching from Golden State, California, USA, Udo. Makamele, the peace of Ezechiokike rest upon us all, upon us all, upon us all. Makamele. And where consequences when men deliberately undermine the truth. And those that have deliberately undermined the truth, consequences are with them. Chika, no, Matthew, one of our brother, always watching and supporting us from United Arab Emirates. Omaka Mele, all of us of truth and supporters of truth all over the world, wherever you are watching it from. Peace of the Lord be with you. Peace of the Lord be with you. Mandiang Tetrapafa, Mandiang Tetrapafa, Omaka Mele, Oliver Norian, greetings from here, greetings from here, greetings from here. Day by day, we are becoming strong and stronger. Kachikesi from Singapore. All of us, lovers of truth, all supporters of truth. You will never know lack. You will never know lack. Stagnation is not your portion. Onye ọbụla ibidoro ịchụ ọ bụrụ na the assignment or the target bụ ka achụbịa jide ya ị ga-achụbịa jide ọnya because that is the target. Onye ọbụla ị na-achụ ọ bụrụ na the target bụrụ na ị ga-achụbịa gbafere ya n'ọsọ ị ga-achụbarịrị ya gbafere ya. Ọ dị n'ọfọ ka m na-agwa ya, ọ dị n'ọfọ. Omaka Mele, thank you so very much and we move. Uche nnọọ rie nna Omaka Mele daalụ nne. O nwere mkpu nwaanyị isi pentitiri n'oke onu mana before anyị agbaghị mkpu a obere and they play us what we have because we'll be back in some hours time. We'll be back. Anyị ga-echilata azụ n'oge na-adịghị anya mana before anyị agbapụ ya ọsọ. O mere ife ị ga-amata. Fundraising is coming nke United States of Biafra. Ebe a ka a na-agbazi ndị a na-eme ife nwee ka ọ dị ọtọ na nke ikpeazụ a. Daizira nke ikpeazụ a na-agbafe ọtọ. Yedego. And about photo and keep as well. Make sure they support them. Chiamaka Norian Royal Norian fundraising Nabia. If I were the fundraising as usual. Do well, she the better Norian. Nasuzuku Norian Makamele Chidebere Dalurian. So fundraising Nabia March 21 fundraising Nabia Eba Kiye your support Eba Kanabag on the boss on the boss your support Nabag here Eba accountability Eba accountability. The most honorable thing is very, very struggle now. Be make sure now your little widow's mind is going here. You gotta go. But you got one try to your own support here. Very, very important. Very, very important. Obron you may apply for your ID, do well and apply. Dalurian Jinaduru, Amakamele. Oju Gojuku, Dalurian Nagaba forward. So do well and support. Or they are these you, or they are these, at times in if na gana imposiaga, if gonna go at times maybe now waiting with this now to give up if gonna go. But I want to tell you something. Doing the today or the easy. Doing the today or the easy. Ben no yen doing the today or the other easy. Kezi ka o si wee dị gị ndụ ịmana ife abụ ndụ gị ndụ a Chukwu nyere gị ọ dịghara gị izi ha about ndị nwe iburu ndụ gị na-ajoin ya with ndụ ndị ọzọ with different brains, different mindsets, ndị na-asụ different asụsụ, ndị nwe different goals. Ọ dịghị easy. So when you listen, one of question and answer that I was listening some hours ago. The replay of that question and answer. Mazin Nam the Canumero with some woman I listened to some question of Anajo Mazin Nam the Canu. Hi na Matana. That is it is not going to be easy. But consistency is the key. If you feel like giving up, it is not going to be easy. It is not easy. I said it before. Some people that was here talking about this in 5-6 years ago. If in fact 9-10 years ago, 2026 many of them are many of them no agree. If I was able slow and steady, touching the right button, continue pressing the right button. Don't be in a hurry. Continue doing the right thing. As an info job, after we are saying what of informa bajiaro? Ifo job we are saying normal. What of ne continue me forma just a little drop. You continue to come. If all job bajiaro, okay, forgab. More than if all job or dika informa a little drop of informa every day bajiaro, okay, forgab. Amazing man. Or did easy. Some people join in with the mindset of no, I get tomorrow. Some people join the tomorrow one with mindset, no, not the next tomorrow. Some people join the open with the mindset, no, not in 4 days time. 4 days are for you. 5 days time, 5 for you. You get to know 6 days time, 5 for you. 7 days, 1 week, 5 for you. Man, this was what they entered, being hopeful, like in the next 3-4 days, no, Gabia. From 4 days, 1 week, 5 for you. 2 weeks, 5 for you. 3 weeks, 5 for you. 4 weeks that make 1 month. If it go over a month, from months, if it go over a year, if it go over years, okay. The most important thing is get the consistency, making sure you are touching the right button. One day, no good create awareness, we create the awareness. The people no now is the people that we continually touching the like button. No magic will come from anywhere. Don't anybody telling you no magic, no hurry. Face now. If any dream, face now. If any dream, doing the right thing always. Touching the right button always. Reminding them of whom we are always. Reminding them of the declaration always. Reminding them of in or no. Sit at home always. One day. Because a man sit at home for many years. Huh? However, this year, KGN work in a parliament. A man here for many years. Sit at home already 5 years or 4 years. If I job hard or good men and one number you get to work up and down. This sit at home now already 4 years or 5 to 6 years. Already. Sit at home. Can someone remind me? If I'm mad, they come easy. We are talking about preservation of the next generation. No grief for anybody. Continue to listen to this word of redemption. It may not necessarily save you towards the world. It may cheapen your life the way it been doing, but you must continue listening to it. Israel not take 40 years. This is at home already 4 years. Somebody should remind me. Already 4 years. Sit at home already 4 years or 3 years. 5 years now. When Chika said 5 years. So for the past 5 years, Emeria, 1 year. Nobody talked about it. The world pretended not see it. The world pretended not hear it. Emeria 1 year. Nobody noticed. Everybody pretended not see it. You know what now? Emeria 2 years. People pretended not see it. To you, many give up. Many give up. Now what is this? The world pretended not see it. Emeria 3 years. The world was silent. Everywhere was calm. Emeria 4 years. Everywhere was calm. Until about this 5th year. More than 5 years now. Parliament Israel. In that your business. In a rananya. Future there. Continue. Don't stop. Don't judge God with the present condition. With the present condition, one man in charge of petroleum. One man. So you will now begin to judge God because no one determine 300 and more million people. 300 million and more million. There is 300 million and more people. Petrol. That's not that good. Now you want to now say, why are we suffering? God, why? What is this? God, all the upon how many $1 billion are spent the group? Okay, where Rogaria refineries, a whole country. Annually refinery Ghana South. Fair one number their own, fair one two, fair one, or one to find one. All neck and goof, Castle of Ponya, Robutavia, or Zinga, Bonya Jana Sabo, with an why you dear. Don't blame God. with your present situation. You must continue. This USB declared, if you know you are in a hurry to get recognition, you must not be. What are these? Before a ordinary sit at home, it takes 5 years. But why age we sit at home before it takes 5 years. So when you listen to that program of this very struggle, many people are now. Many people are go. The question why many were many were because of some of us, our bad characters. Some from the riverine area, many of them joined this very struggle. Some good number of them. Many of them joined this very struggle with Obi Ocha. Many of them joined this very struggle with Obi Ocha. What do you have? Men in the Bible, they were disappointed with the character of men in the Bible. In fact, men in the Bible wanted to teach them that they can actually be a freedom fighter and become a millionaire with it. Many of them are from the Niger Delta. They joined the Ogema. When you listen to question, some hours ago, I replayed it by my Twitter handle. No, na my Twitch. When you listen to them, you see that genuinely, in fact, they were genuinely seeking from where one. Many of them have been misinformed. They have been brainwashed that you and I is their problem. And the Mazen Nandekano did a wonderful job by telling them, explaining to them that they may know. Now, Niger Delta, you are free to even answer Niger Delta after Kamuro Wabe. It has nothing to do with me and where I come from. You can govern yourself. Speak your language. Make your law and your constitution. He promised them that our own, why in our own, now this age, I'm about the best. After we have seen good, ugly, and the bad, even evil. I have done even in a so our own constitution, our own Gabo, one of the best in the world, because I have seen even in when you listen to them, you guys say, I'll get it. Mana, before I continue, I want to play this thing. This news just popped up now, but before that, make sure you support this fundraising. Get your own ID. Now, don't let anybody deceive you. Get your ID. Yes, you a citizen of Obodebe Nonimia. Yes. Mana drop what their ID, their means of identification, drop where in Kanye, where in Kanye. We didn't make in Kanye represent your own represent your for complete 1 year, 2 years. That is need go to our ID. Drop one kefa for complete 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. They will begin to talk about you. They will begin to ask. You are a honorable man. Nobody ever know now in a rural. They were very loyal to you. You are paying your tax. Manika Jiao Bongo, fair where I be free citizen. Fagana Fataga as a Bongolian. In a now. I can have as a Bongolian. In what you can I can have that, but this is a Bongolian that is doing well here. The one law abiding. To them, you because the system you are answering Bongolian and the law abiding. When you can answer like isn't man, I believe you me. If you don't use the ID Kanye, when you never was to ID gato on Kanye, everybody was to ID gato on Kanye. Before you may enter 1 year, 2 years, they will begin to ask, but where is this country? Because this one is law abiding. He comes from this country and he is law abiding. Who are they? They will begin to ask, who are they? Imani use your bongo. Nobody be with the citizen. They use your woman. If I ain't a basic now, Nachigas. I had a power about one of bongo. If I ain't a bag now, step back a bit, get our own ID. The basic that one, I find it use Wezi and Kanye. Before you use in Kanye, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, then we ask you. But this country, how far? They go ask you. Now, you have been using this thing for. You have done one thing consistently for 1 year. They are keeping record. Father and I can this COG. Father and I can this COG. Father and some of us. They will be monitoring you. This same United States of Biafra, you have presented it to them for 1 year. Every day. That is not every dog on the ID you present it. You have done it like that for 1 year. You have done it like that for 2 years. One day they will ask you, this Biafra, don't you have embassy here? Am I communicating? One day they will ask you, don't you have embassy here? If you can come from Biafra and be law abiding, you can be trusted. Law abiding citizens. So you, as only the law abiding, nobody ever know. All the able to credit. We use this ID use where we use where not for 1 year, 2 years. Then go ask you. Then go commend you. You are law abiding. You can be trusted. Federal law abiding citizens get to play. So don't play. We are not joking. We cannot just happen now. We must force this thing we know to be truth, like their system. And we are going to make them to begin to ask, this is your Biafra, where is it? You can now explain. If you are a veteran, a veteran that can actually preach this gospel of redemption to your fellow who retire. Don't be like this veteran, almost $13,000 with our document. They are bad veterans. Nafa finish, they finish. More na criminality with that and they going forward. Before you more introduce as a veteran now, before I get some position now, I ain't getting real. We cannot continue doing mistake. That is the truth. So get the ID. The law abiding. Continue to use it or a record. If you are a veteran, we want to see how you are convincing the who retire. We want to see you meeting people. Don't wait for, show me what we are doing. Oh, look. When they release money, the criminal go job and I can homeland, they hear the money. Oh, you see, you are eating money. She cannot do it alone. She cannot do it alone. Not in a million years. She cannot do it alone. You must preach this gospel and that your little circles. You must talk to people about this you know to be truth. You must be a good ambassador. That is why you would go to almost every country fan embassy. Before you contact Abuja, you must contact their embassy. So their embassy is doing wonderful job representing Obodo Bongo na that very embassy. So be a good ambassador of USB declared. We have learned and see or saw too much. So we be good ambassador. If you see any number one in, if you see any whatever this, be good ambassador. Be your brother's keeper. Be proud of this our ID. I am telling you. Anybody telling you, oh, ask for the recognition as if it is coming tomorrow.
Am I communicating? This recognition, begin to do it as if it is coming tomorrow, but deep down, you know. Now I got continue with this tempo, throttling every cylinder. But we must make sure that we are consistent. We will be consistently hammering on it. Get your ID, begin to use it. Be good ambassador of the United States of Biafra. Be good ambassador. To the point, even the Bongorians, they will see, this is why they were asking for this Biafra. Now I see, ever since they got this ID, or ever since they started issuing ID, we now noticed brand new people. They no longer behave like whom we used to know them to be. People will talk about it, receive it, and receive change, both mentally, physically, materially, and otherwise. Receive the ID and receive change. Some Bongorians will say, don't you know that there are issues? Bongorians will talk about it if you can get it abroad. Any function or any Bongorian function abroad. Where is the ID? Go see another Bongorian function. What if I? You will see Bongorians. In fact, Bongorians, they are not talking about it yet. If all can get it abroad, begin to use it. Bongorians will report it in Obodo Bongo. They will go talk about now. Don't you know that they are now giving ID? I see that and I was shocked. And you know the good thing, even like this AI age, I am on an age of witches and wizards. This AI age, witches and wizards. Or age I have. Nothing is hidden under this very surface of the earth. What is this AI age? Don't you know in this AI age, this their ID, machine they collectible. Bongorians must gossip about it. So we have not started yet. We must get it right. Continue doing it. Continue getting it until Bongorians begin gossiping about it. Don't stop. Continue doing the right thing. Continue. Don't be ashamed. Don't be. It is not about Dr. Ngozi Onabeze. Those telling you not to get it, all of them have it. And if they are using it, you don't know. But because of their own personal gain, because of their own personal interest, you will think they are telling you the truth. They are not telling you the truth. Eggman have it. Ogenkere have it. Imam Madabo have it. Shiomo Okoma have it. Or when I say all of them have it. So I am saying, be good ambassador. Don't be tired. For the fact that you give up your own life, don't give up. On a data, I don't know. Tomorrow, I don't know. Next tomorrow, I don't know. 1 year time, I don't know. 2 years time, I don't know. But the only thing I know, but that I must keep on, continue keeping on, holding ground. The Bible says something. Even though it tarries, wait, it will surely happen. Even though it tarries, I don't know when it is coming. I don't know. But we must continue doing the right thing. Get the ID. Let Bongorians talk about the ID. Let Bongorians talk how useful the ID is abroad. How useful this ID is abroad. Bongorians will report it in a Bongo. They will report, then we talk about it. Or they can preach and then we come back in some hours' time. We must continue using it, continue doing the right thing until Bongorians begin to write about it. Like this age of witches and wizards, AI age, or witches and wizards. That this age, don't you know? They get idea. Do you know that I saw one of my colleagues? We went for a function and time to give ID. That one just brought out United States of Biafra ID. And After I heard this AI job, I was shocked. She told me that she had been using it for the past years. Nah, they don't go. Maybe I should bear the mama fly. Then they go begin gossip about that idea abroad. I am telling you, back idea video. The seat at home now, and I gossip here in a parliament in Israel after 5 years. And gossip here. And this COG, we want it very easy because it is not coming today and tomorrow. Now let us just use it as business. You gotta go. What are the business? May I not be empty? May I not be empty? You gotta go. So you must continue supporting USB really clearly. Come rain, come sun. Your support to Ghana Agadia, no matter how little. Your hope must be alive. Even though it tarries, wait for it. It will surely come. The light will come to your family through you. You did not, and the present thing you know now when you feel an sick, man, maybe in it, now through you, no who get one of your family. If you remember, it got for Bambo. If we know kuna nwere onwe aga and they make it be enwe ID baroko. I get make it enwe passport baroko. I get make it anya kwuchizie na border. Anya papa ya. By border. They make it wrong to her. Because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu did not just sleep and they wake up one day and they created ESN. Something happened. Or create here. If I want to know your man, the only thing you need, you must be honest. You must be truthful. You must be truthful. You must stand on the path of truth. There were consequences when man deliberately undermine the truth. You must remain strong. You gotta go. There is something that I will play to you. I don't. Yeah, was what I wanted to bring out. Onye Sokoto. Imam visited Mazen Nnamdi Kanu na prison. Imam went and visited him. Come and listen to it. Let me play it to you. On a book, some people just say, go and get your ID. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you this. Okay, join. I'm not joining anything. Okay, nke a bụ nneke member. Even these people say enwekwala member. Ndị news nke a. Ogo na-emekwuzi ihe member. So nje abụ member ụnụ mma anụ ya. So I must be member. Here in our price is the news. One news channel don't click now. That one is for members only. You gotta go. So when I'm a member, I cannot get it. That is how expensive some news is becoming now. You must be a member before you get access to some news. Continue doing the right thing. Continue doing the right thing. Continue standing on the path of truth. You gotta go. Very, very important, I tell you. Listen.
Just 6,900 naira a month. Get AI managed VPN.
He went and visited. Listen.
There's no position. You see, these men, maybe they have done certain evil that we don't know. It seems they fear Tinubu in a way that they should fear God, their creator. There's no opposition. Who are the opposition leaders?
Sorry, I turned off the mic. This one, I'm going to visit Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Maybe, yes, there is some now. I muted myself before. I'm going to visit Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. You got to go visit Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, but I never interview. Only we are visit area. Many of them, man. Now, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Omenata Mboga Aputa, Zokoro Befa. If I told you, or did you know about If I told you, or did you know about Namma? taboo ni bisiri ndụ nwa na this age ifuru ọkụ ifuru ezigbo nsọ ị gaghị ezigbo na ọgwụ ị ṅụrụ 100% juice hello juice 100% juice apart from nke iji aka were mee ị gara na shopping mall goro 100% certified juice wee ṅụọ it is a taboo ezigbote ife arụ na-ebisiri ndụ as a Bongorian nwụọ ị garọgoro 100% Bongorian juice arụ n'obodo bongo this is our own product ede ya Biafra juice 100% juice 100% ede ya Biafra juice or Nigerian juice or Arewa juice or Oduduwa juice or ezigbote ifere ka ọ bụ. It is a shame to your ancestors. Those that is telling you how Ndiocha, how our ancestors discovered of egusi na ofe agba. Anyị nwere mmee ngwa. What are we doing to make sure na mmee ngwa ha na-arụpụta na riba anyị na preserve ya kuchie ya ọfụma ka quality agbagote. Mmee ngwa. Go to other African countries. Mmee ngwa a na-akuchi kuchie ya ọhụrụ. Mmee ngwa na ọ bụ na be anyị dị mma o nwere ka esi arụsị mmee ngwa na-akụchie ya chikwuo ya ife osie ezigbo ike. Taboo is an error. Na ibisiri ndụ nwụọ the test of life is an error. So ị na-ekwu okwu nwere onwe gị nọ o nwere taa mgbe maazị Nnamdị ka na-achịchabe site benne ya were abụ ije na be ndị ugwu bụ ife na-agụ ya. Many of them knows the truth. But those that is benefiting na this present obodo bongo, they will always change the narrative. You got to go? And there's some undermining that hate their own because of what you go. Far field no Alabama. Listen to him.
I don't want to call them cowards, but there's no opposition in the country. Nasty Rarify is in detention. What have they been doing? What have they said? There's no opposition in the country. There's no opposition at all. The only opposition you can see is from the masses that once in a while, once they become frustrated.
That's the only thing. The only opposition when nobody will go over the masses. If you are frustrated, they voiced out, they march on the street. How many politicians join the protest? They are all the same people. APC, go to PDP, they are still going to be recognized. PDP onye kwa ife move na apụga anọkọta na apụga je ekwefe ife move na coalition of the ADDDD ebokata fa niile back here together. They are all the same people. All of them that is claiming that they have your interests at heart. Many of them are Chiana as former governors. Those states Pachigro, the current state of that state now. That alone will tell you all you need to know. What is the current state of Anambra State? The current condition of Anambra State. There is no structure. From grassroots. Huh?
They react. The kind of role VDM is playing in this country, Sowore is playing in this country. If you put all the governors in, well, they are not even governors in opposition. If you put all the opposition leaders together, they are not playing half of the role of VDM. Half.
They are not playing half of the half role VDM they play. But I tell you, some of these people cannot be trusted. Not because they are wicked. Not because Nafa naturally go with it. But the system. How come in a case you get that can be bigger than them? Now, the reason why VDM tapped into this case of somebody, I saw 800 million. The reason why Ojiwe bata na that case now result abia onye isi ndị uwe ojii na-ewepụrụ ya ozugbo onye ọfụọ na-abata eme ya approach because of onye ọfụọ everything changed like this we go today. The more working can or now, the more the system, either na the system maybe or young maybe the system. Many of them joined, or many of them becomes leaders to do well. Fanorana no taka. The system I want to develop from one side. This case, if VDM recover as now recover like 200 million, the case has been there for many years. Because the man only seen do woji. If I the case I want. Man, open a system them open a system them you approach system. Anybody will always be loyal to the system. One the reason why are very, very easy. Even the good become corrupt because the system is corrupt. So there is nothing any good man will do like corrupt system for that person to be good. Someone they buy abroad, many of them had the law abiding, but they came into a functioning system. For a matter that you cannot drink bottled water and throw it anyhow on the main road. You cannot just drink bottled water and wind down and just fling it like that. No. Because that is who we are. You just throw it out. You come into a different system entirely. If it is a mistake, you are not going to do it abroad. Why? Because if it's going to functioning system, such is considered as a taboo. In fact, in fact, when you open so many cannot, that is a Jabagodi goes, Jabagi goes, Jabagi goes. You know that good? So, on what effecting a functioning system? Don't take functioning system for granted. So, there is one that I was reading now. That woman made a protest by I think Omai. The woman, I think those that helped her, when with 100 and something million, allegedly. Some people, those influencers, and again in the kind of many of them they are holding money for that woman. Before we continue, let me look for that news and read to you because I saw it. Careful. Many of them saying human rights activists, many of them they corrupt. If you have case, they will jump into the case at the end of the day. If you gather their settlement, that is whom they are. The reason why many human rights activists in the country is not working. If the country is working, you do not need all these human rights activists for you to succeed. The functioning system. Let me bring it and read it out to you so that you can understand what I am telling you. It's not about anybody. It's about the system. Corrupt system, the bad. Come and listen to this. These were the people that run out then. You would think they wanted to help the woman. This news is from Electoral TV. Now, let me read this thing out. They are trying, but many of them, they are now very, very rich and wealthy because they are human rights activists. Human rights activists, that one will have to tell you all you need to know. This is from Electoral TV. Hope it is showing. Now, let me read it out to you. Okay, no. Barrister Marshall will give me my money. This is from Electoral TV, IGTV. Now, Barrister Marshall should give me my money or I will expose him. Businesswoman who accused Omahi of owing her cries out. Now listen to this. According to Tracy Ohiri, we have a lot of good activists in Nigeria that are genuine and selfless, no doubt. But now I am truly understanding what is happening in that Abuja. Some of these activists and lawyers, you see, are not truly what they portray themselves to be. Some of these activists, they are not what they portray to be. Many of them, they are more deadly than those that is owing you money. That is the Bongo for you. That is the Bongo for you. Since money no light, it's an error. If you meet God, heaven cannot forgive you. You were created to create. That age where Blue brain. Anyway, kesserege, yes, the truth, kesserege, blue brain. Doiginisi, sing, go and multiply. Okay, serege. Bagi sigi, na everything they know, okay, even in no ye, okay, again, no ye. Where was the Nyangi dominion over if any no what? Bunyiziegi, a computer that is above all computer. Nisi. Computer order nisi is above all. From the computer, he God bestowed in you, or through this computer. He the well of the computer you use now. Through this computer, can you well better than this age? I know now, as no wizard age, which is a wizard age, book computer age. It is from this thing. As the Chuki created you, after creating you, or deposit Ifa, Nisi, or through Ifa, where when by the blood of Jesus. Oh, blood of Jesus. He has done a perfect job by creating you. Kechage, buru buru oninya maraka rifeni ne to pasagenis. Through this oninya mara, eji raw computer. Oninya mara eji aru moto. Oninya mara eji create something that is making life easy. Go and multiply. If I go oninya mara, you go everything over order. Even your ancestors. To some of them that is talking nonsense. Ezechukike gave them this thing. Even Isumoro. Their creator. Your ancestors. Ezechukike by his wisdom. Donya gave Nisi. Ezechukike Donya gave Nisi. Well, with the way better at this age. Which is a wizard age. You know, every witch, every wizard fall and die. Yeah, their own witches and wizards that side. If you have how to make you that is suffering already. Even your own witches and wizards, they are suffering. Bongorian witches and wizards, they are suffering. So the only thing they think with their own witches and wizard brain, I am a preacher of the gospel of redemption. Whatever that. The only thing they are thinking with their primitive mindset, people that is strictly poor, they are from your own witches and wizards, they are from the poverty capital. The only thing now they are coming how to make you poor. But witches and wizards in your child, how to make life easy. Go and write it down. In many, many years to come, the madam now using a plane crash. They are say the truth chanapa doyefa into this you're giving the only thing until you activate the God in you, you will remember who you are. They have activated the God in them. That is why they can stand and question anything, because they know that no one like them. They are questioning everything. The only thing it is always about money. It is not about how to solve generational problem. It is not about how to impact the future of the next generation. If I get an actual hotel. Hotel. If I didn't wear this actual hotel, join the city boys and now that money. We see have fridge, we are going to we are all hotel. Get down on my go now. They produce your fake money, a bunyagi, and a bag that we can actually produce Biafra juice, 100% juice, an area. Create your employment from the buy. I am not. The fan on enu, which is a wizard in the fan on enu, trying to solve the generational problem. It cannot. If your own witch hit lemia, how can it think straight? Naked for job if an awareness. This the reason you have many activists in Obodo is because the system is bad. Those activists, they are now equally bad. Human rights activists, many of them they are billionaires. What is their job? I am a human rights activist. How is he now making money? The same bad system. Bad system made him to come and begin to tell you that he is human rights activist. the same system, because the system is not working. If the system is working, you do not need human rights activists. You don't need them, but they are everywhere. Let me read this one again. Okay, listen, no, many of them they are more corrupt than you can imagine. Let me read this. Barrister Macha should give me my money or I will expose him. Businesswoman who accused Omahe of owing her cries out. Igbere TV. According to Tracy Ohiri, we have a lot of good activists in Nigeria that are genuine, selfless, no doubt. But now I am truly understanding what is happening. Reality have happened to her. She is now understanding what I am telling you today, that the reason why you have thousands and millions of activists is because of the system. The system is bad and the system is corrupt. And even the activists, some of them are more corrupt than you can imagine. Now, let me continue to read. Some of these activists and the lawyers you see are not truly what they portray themselves to be. The moment you have any problem, some of them are calculating how they can make money of your condition. That is the truth. It is all about money making. They are not Jesus of Nazareth. All these helps you see is all about how can I make money? How can that one will boost people a trust of confidence like the system. You now decided to hand your confidence upon a man, a mere mortal, whom the system can just unjustly capture tomorrow and throw him behind bars. Case closed. The front DCOG. Instead of Obodino build your faith like the system of the Obodo, they are now making you to believe the system, the corrupt system. And the corrupt system is making you to have faith on an individual that can only use his contact to get you justice. If one is talking, you're talking. If one is talking, you're talking. Am I communicating? I am a preacher of the gospel of redemption. If you have problem, all these activists, many of them will crawl out. They don't need to tell you. Okay, now, let me just put it this way. A manantua VDM, my own opinion though, into a VDM, see help Moka now to recover 800 million. And currently, 200 million has been paid according to him. And the man promised to pay 400 or 600 million after some weeks. Do you know? Now, if that man paid that money finish, let's say the man paid, because if the man interest of 150 million. That man cost you now. That man, Moriki with the 200 million in your video. Now, let's do the mathematics together. 800 million. 800 million. Then, or 600 million, as the case may be. Then the man have agreed, according to the lawyer, to pay 150 million interest. Now, after Kadema recovered the it goes for many years, or got recovered. Now, it goes for many years, or recover interest of 150 million. That man getting waka name 400 million, where with 50 million. Was here name 150 million interest. Where you video. The man because actually go for many years. Interest of 150 million, which is go free. Or my account 50 million, Tiria, Tihu, 200 million. I'll go with any video. They're not with any VDM, VDM, only go at the money now. Only can divide the with 50 million, your lawyer. Brundos of the world. They drive the best cars. The system, total of 650 million. The system have made them ị na-ekwu okwu ka ekewa obodo a ka ọ dịrị onye ọbụla mma ha pụta ezi ntụ atọ ọnụ ọ bụ ikewa ya ka fa gara ịbụzi activist, human rights activist. The only business fa na-eme bụ activism. Their only business bụ activist. That is their only business. Because they have connection. They have the platform. Mana ọ bụrụ na the system na-arụ ọrụ nke na mmadụ ama mmekọdịrị business onye ahụ ejide gị ụgwọ 650 million ma ọ bụ na functioning system maka why jide gị ụgwọ jide gị the money ị na-akpa the money for years onye ahụ why maka why ka onye ahụ ga-eji ejide gị the money why. But these things can only happen at this system that is not functioning. The reason you have thousands and millions of activists is because of the system. And they are rich. Almost everybody wants to become human rights activists. That is the truth. N'obodo anyị nọ, mmadụ asị gị n'ọrụ ya bụ ịdị na-eje agbapụta ndị bandit ji. Anaghị ọbụrụ akụkọ. Kedu business ọ na-eme ọrụ ya bụ ịdị na-agba ndị bandit ji? And he is living large. Very, very large. He is living large. When you hear large, he is living large. Then, open security, and solve problem of security tomorrow. Up all out of business. Yeah, you don't know. This is why you have many activists. Let me read this again so you can understand. We have a lot of good activists in Nigeria that are genuine, selfless, no doubt. But now I truly understanding what is happening in that Abuja. Some, not only in Abuja, it is everywhere in Abuja. Some of these activists and the lawyers you see are not truly what they portray themselves to be. How can they be? Jesus of Nazareth. Na system the question why the activists it is because of the corruption. Why do you have some pastors? It is because of corruption and bad system. Corruption. Why banditry were everywhere? The same corruption. Why criminality were everywhere? The same corruption. Why fake debate were everywhere? The same corruption and unemployment. The moment you have any problem, some of them are calculating how they can make money of your condition. That is normal. That is a typical Mongolian for you. And they split it with their activist friends who will in turn use their platforms against you if you raise an alarm. If you raise an alarm, they have the connection. The same connection they use to get you the money, they are going to use the same connection against you and intimidate you. That was awesome. So, in fact, at times, in most cases, it is even good. Ego gị dị n'aka onye ji gị ụgwọ na ego gị dị n'aka an activist. O nwere lawyer, o nwere police, o nwere army, o nwere the platform. So at times, ego ọ ga-akwụ mmadụ ebe na ego gị dị n'aka ndị ji gị ụgwọ than na ndị ji gị ụgwọ kwụrụ ụgwọ dị ego an activist sisie ya. Ife ọ bụla imesi ike sị ogbuo gị nwere onwe gị. Many of them are more deadly than you can imagine. Many of them are more deadly than onye ji gị ụgwọ. God help me. You're going to understand. You touch the life. A preacher of the gospel of redemption. Some of these activists, they are more deadly than Oyejigogo. Some of these Pentecostal mafians, these pastors, they are more deadly than your politicians. That is the truth. They are more deadly than your politicians. You don't know. Now, let me continue to read. I have a very good case with all my evidence. I was fighting my fight, and then they sent you to destroy everything for me. Now that you have succeeded in turning the heart of Nigerians against me, Bamacha Abubakar, can I have the payment we agreed on that you said over again that my oppressor has sworn on his mother grave to pay? They used him to convince oh yeah, now go and tell him, go and tell her. Let her agree that I will pay. Just your job is to convince her. Let she apologize to me publicly. If you can get her to apologize to me, I am going to give you 20 million. Then convince her that I am swearing with my mother's grave that I will give you that money to give to her. The job of the activist is to make sure that that woman begged to apologize. And the whole Congolians, they turned against the woman. Maybe now, I convince the woman, maybe the man, I'm going to 30%. Because his job is to get her to apologize and you have 20 million. Maybe convinced the woman to agree. So the system that I want to see as Minister of Enjoyment, actually, test 100% juice. I said, this is Biafran juice. It is not going to be a crime if such happen in our own time. In our with honor. In our with honor. Now let me take you to that interview. We're gonna go end this very program because I believe the level that I went now, I was not expecting it at all.
What I mean is that all the opposition leaders, you put them together, not play the role of VDM. All they are not playing half of the role of Sowore. So if you are talking about heroes in this country, you call VDM, you call Sowore, Randy Peter.
The reason I after what has a hero now, we're not going to see where they. If you make them president, if you make them governor, that they are not going to do anything. They are going to become enemy to some people to fix the system. That is the truth. So they are now celebrating them as heroes. What have they done? What have they done to humanity? Imagine this UG. This is how they celebrate them now as heroes. Can you even have a goal of humanity? But you are a hero. You're from the divine hero. Listen.
Mama P, these are the heroes in this country. Oh Lord, all these opposition leaders, they don't have capacity to lead.
You can now complete your British Master degree entirely online in just 1 year.
All right, our guest on today's edition of Niger Unfiltered, a symphony podcast, is NANS President, Comrade Atiku Asa. Comrade, wants to have you again.
Thank you very much for having me.
It's a pleasure. It's been a while since the last time we met.
Yes.
All right, you walked into Sokoto prison.
Okay, we have been shouting on top of our voice as we are led. And we have 142 people watching. Only 80 something have punched the like button. Are they at war? Are they at war? Message like this don't come often. On a priority. He visited Mazin Nam, the Canada Sokoto prison. But many in the way I can't visit there. Negative.
And start with Mazin Nam, the Canada. What exactly did you go there to do or to achieve? Ordinary Nigerians are asking if this is a political mission or a personal visit.
Okay.
It was not a political mission. It was a personal.
Every typical Bongorian, every move is classified as political move. When I tell you that made us human have departed from us, every move to them is political.
A visit to tell Nigerians that we are all in this struggle to ensure that justice and the right thing is done. We would continue to fight injustice in this country. I believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
The reason why you are fighting injustice in Obodo Bongo is because the Odenaka to put up a system that we automatically fight injustice. The Odenaka refused to do that. No, but you don't fight injustice. The system take care of injustice. No, but you don't. Nobody can just come and I'm fighting it. I am fighting injustice here. You don't have the strength to fight it. If the system is against justice, no matter what you fight, you cannot. You can only fight it if you can fight to fix the system. If you fix the system will fight the injustice. Open the system na arụ Maazị Nnamdi ka na-ama nọ ebe ọ nọ. Open the system na arụ ọrụ by now. Enwere ike atụwa na referendum anyị narị onwe anyị. A gaji anọkwa n'ebele ma ndị ọcha. Oh, they did us this, they did us that. Mana a black man onye isi ojii ama nji nnọọ nwayọ kpọdụ n'ihe ụmụnne ya. Nna, people are suffering. Ndị mmadụ na-anwụ. This thing na mmadụ ekwesịghị ịnwụrụ ya, mmadụ ekwesịghị ịsọfara ya. Nna, esi na ịchọ nwe bụ Naijiria na ọ bụ ka ihe a ji eme na agụgide ma referendum mgbabianụ. Ọ sị na achọrọ ime referendum. Nna ya mee referendum anyị miti Britain. Nna recognize ya na nga kafa zuo ike. No, but we want to oppress them by force. It is us that we even invited in the ọcha. Can you please give me that Ogbonigwe? Nke siri ike. Ngaji abụ ntụọ ya na one community ka ọgwụ. Then go there their day na we go they call them. Bịa nye anyị Ogbonigwe. O nwere ndị chọrọ Igbo Biafra. Nye anyị Ogbonigwe. Mana ọ bụrụ na anyị ga-esi iti nna ife a ka ife mmadụ na-anwụrụ ya. Nna, come, let's sort this things out. Ka onye ọbụla zuo ike. What is that? Now I am tired of this noise. But I am back. I ain't got no tomorrow now. Oh, you see white people here. Oh, I knew one profile. Yeah, I want profile. Thank you so very much from Amsterdam. Oziaya Nagafa, all the way from Amsterdam. I am a preacher of the gospel of redemption. We just want to live life into all the abroad. That is just what we want. We are not asking for too much. Now, my community, I am not interested in what is happening in your community. I just want to enjoy 24 hours electricity. I just want to watch my children MF employed. I just want to experience social amenities into all the. I just want to live this life. I just want to experience life. Is it too much? Is it too much? I just want to experience life without competition. No, I run a 3 decades. Now, since you travel abroad, what are you doing there? This one is building. No, now they build or not there. We just want to live life. You want 2 rooms and the parlor is they give a window again. You just feel free without fence. Just small house with glass in order. Even in the amount outside in order. Open up fresh pan wine again for a you didn't run is this thing too much? Is it too much? Is it too much? Must you the reason you are building house and fencing it is because na employment that the only gamma fence the name of fence. I am a part of them. But we just want to live life, just simple life. Must you build one decade? Yeah. Other investment where you are 5 rooms, 6 rooms and parlor. 6 rooms and parlor, you are only in 1 room. You might go on and spend the need beautify and those rooms. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. God help us. Listen, he went to Sokoto prison.
He's not supposed to be in prison. I believe he is there for political reasons. Not because he is guilty. He was already found guilty.
Maybe begin intimidating our own people that is still suffering like the same system. Because of their bad attitude and the character and behavior towards our own people. Our own people is now seeing as demon because of their characters. This is what we are facing. If I go telling you no not here. Oh, Popolicari go to here. Now we know there being justice. Our own people are maybe Rapuzi Robert begin to intimidate, oppress our own people. that is still suffering at the same system. Yeah? Listen to Onyugu. Oh, tomorrow now. Oh, Ngozi Orabugboro Fulani. Nwoke ugwu apụta tomorrow ebe enyere m aka ka nweta nwere onwe. I will support him more than that enemy, because nwoke abịa na ama na ọbịara for justice. How can I trust some of my own? How can I? How can I? Enwere ndị ugwu bụ ndị ezigbo mmadụ. I am telling you, my singing pastor watching you from United Kingdom, heaven on earth, I agree with you, 247 electricity. Thank you so very much, all the way from United Kingdom. Thank you so very much. If I remember, as we they can more into more I didn't plan of bringing this one. I am telling you.
Even before the commencement of the trial, he knew that that was how the judgment was going. And the pronouncement of certain personalities like Oji Uzokalu and some leaders from the Southeast attest to that, because it was hypocritical of Senator Oji Uzokalu when he said that we should allow the judiciary to go on. Meanwhile, when he was sent to prison, he did not allow the judiciary to continue with their work. He used the political means to set himself free, even though there are the corruption allegations against him. To the best of my own knowledge, this is based on my personal understanding, they are real. You may not like it, but if I appear
negent, when Ojo Zokano were in Sebu, judiciary agade, political solution, and pictures everyone is Sebu, I mean, everyone is Sebu Gassiani. That is the system that somebody else. The system bona on when they ganga work when they gano political solution about the fact.
He was supposed to be in prison, but due to political considerations, he was released. In the case of Mazen Abdikanu, I believe he is not supposed to be in prison.
Okay.
I give reasons for that. Whatever you will accuse Mazen Abdikanu to have done, Igboho did worse than that.
Okay.
Today, he's a free man. Whatever you will accuse Mazen Abdikanu to have done, Sheikh Zazaki did worse than that.
Okay.
He is a free man.
Okay.
Zazaki from the north, Igbo from south.
When you see a genuine Onyugu, Raprofa trust, I'm telling you.
West. Then why is Nnamdi Kanu in prison? That's why one of the respected traditional rulers, in the presence of President Tinubu and other traditional rulers, he did mention this, and I was very happy. I can't remember his name again.
Everybody is happy with that, our elder, traditional ruler. Oh, traditional ruler. I was sad. Ndị na-anọ n'ukwu gị na-enegbu ya nọ n'elu ilu. Abụrụ ndị my president. Ya nwa na-ekwu ya ebe uche ya dị na envelope the president nwere ike ịchọrọ ya. Mana the man said the truth.
And that is the kind of leader that we need in this country, to tell authority the truth.
AI can now build a website in 90 seconds, while the only AI most people over 40 know is ChatGPT.
Whatever you are accusing, he said that the Igbo and Mazen Abdikanu, they are the same. They are doing the same. They did the same thing. But I believe that that Mazen Abdikanu has not committed any offense. He is there probably because he's an Igbo man. And if this country has to move forward, we have to be treated equally.
Okay.
And if there's no equal treatment to all Nigerians, there can never be peace. We need justice. Is that justice that, yes, that if you claim that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, yes, erred. And Igbo, Agzazaki, they also erred. They were forgiven. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should also be forgiven, or clemency, since there's a court pronouncement now. But we all know in Nigeria that the judiciary is the most corrupt institution we have.
Okay.
Followed by higher institutions of learning.
Okay.
The most corrupt institution is the judiciary, followed by higher institutions of learning in Nigeria. So there's nothing good that can come from the judiciary. They take orders from the presidency, including.
Are you saying from a position of information or data available to you, or just your perception?
No, it's not my perception. There was a data that was released, but by one of statistics that was carried out, and the data was released, and it accused the judiciary to be the most corrupt, followed by the media. I see the judiciary, I think judiciary first, then high institution of learning, or high institutions of learning, then judiciary. Because although when it comes to being irresponsible, the high institutions of learning, the lecturers are the most irresponsible.
Why do you say so?
You see, 60 years old lecturers sleeping with 16, 17 years old girls.
Okay.
I'll give you a specific example. The Faculty of Education in Ahmadu Bello University Zaria. I want to write to NUC to scrap the entire faculty, because the majority of the lecturers there are randy lecturers, very irresponsible. Yeah. I met with the head of department in the Department of Library and Information Science, Dr. Habibu. I told him, I don't want to mention the name of the lecturer since he's not here to defend himself. He just left the office of dean, the former dean of the Faculty of Education. Said, ladies have been complaining about this dean. He is sleeping around with young ladies, young and not young to be.
Oh, just to get degree, they didn't ever. Then tomorrow, if you can know, this doctorate, a man on a bed. After or service to a bed, each you a doctorate degree. This is contrary. People watch know you're gonna. Is that a good?
His granddaughters. Talk to him. We cannot tolerate this again. Then he sent one of his boys, who is the PG coordinator in the department, told me that you will not graduate. And true to his word, I've not been able to graduate. I did my defense. They asked me to do corrections. I've done corrections. They are not looking at it. So, and it's not that, the postgraduate studies, it's not like the first degree where you go to class, you write exams. They are not looking at my work. For years, at first, I started a research on information management system for access and tracking of information on kidnapping. I wrote to chapter 3, spent a lot of money, met security agents, got data, did that, he changed the topic. The topic that he approved, that was Professor Muhammad Zakari in the Department of Library and Information Science. He changed the topic. Gave me another topic, I wrote chapter 3, he changed the topic. Wrote chapter 3, another topic again, he changed the topic.
All right, let's return to Nnamdi Kanu. What was your experience with him? What areas did you discuss?
Okay.
Yes. First, what he said to me, he was very happy. And he was in a very good spirit. He was not in any way.
Oh, for those that will come to lie to you. Oh, you cannot see Mazep and Joko, except Imam Madaba approved it. If I want to visit Mazep Nnamdi Kanu, you can visit anybody. Don't email. Unless Mobana actually forget.
Disturbed. That shows the character of the man we are talking about. He was very strong. And when he was about to be brought out, I saw when the prisoners heard, they lined up to see their hero, to see a man that is very courageous. He's in a very high spirit. And I told him that we are strongly behind him because that Nigeria needs him. And he should, we believe he will be released very soon so that we can work together to see that Nigeria get to the place where we all
The truth we all must like chee eziokwu nchọrọ ka anyị chee bụ ọkwa ifuru nnwere onwe a some ndị ugwu dị against it fa dịkwana against it na ọdị na ha hatere ndị Igbo. But I can tell you na many of them dey against it because na fa aka amarọ ife ga-abụ their own fate ma ọ bụrụ na Biafra laa. I am telling you, some ndị ugwu dị against nnwere onwe a nke Biafra. Many of them are against it because of hatred if I nwere n'ebe ndị Igbo nọ. Many of them dey against it because they are afraid if I ga-abụ their own fate ma ọ bụ na Biafra na. So they now prefer let all of us be there for this mess together. No, we go nowhere. Bandits na-abịa fear onye ọbụla. Some of them, their fear is just ọ bụ na Biafra la na ka ife ndị Odudugba ga-eme ka ife ha nwa ga-eme na this their little community. That is just if many of them ji atụ nwere onwe egwu, not because they don't know na ife a ga-adị mma mana ha nwendịrị onwe ole ene na fe n'anya some people ene n'anya fe nwere ọnụ na-ekwu ọnụ ga-ekwuru fa like Maazị Nnamdi Kanu and Maazị Ekpanjọkụ. Ya wetara many of them their fight every day. If you talk about Biafra ọ dị ka ikwutere what are you saying? Leave Nigeria like this, it's okay like this. Deep down, if on na-agbakọ Biafra la ka emezie gịnị so ọ sị gị leave it like this. That is the truth. Mana enwere ike last ọ bụrụ na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu bụ onye a ga-ejide nwere ike last ọ bụrụ na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu abụ onye Bongorians niile ga-ejide were sị anya bịa kwuo na fan na ntụ ọbụla o si wee kwute ya dị mma. Onye a bụ onye ugwu. Some people did not hate nnwere onwe because they hate Igbo. Ọ bụ fala aka ime gịnị bandit leave it like this.
Desire, because you see, anybody in his right senses will agitate for what Maazị Nnamdi Kanu is agitating for. Why? Treat us equally. It's not an offense. If you are not treating us equally.
Treat us equally. Onwere ndị ọ dị ris, onwere ordinary Bongorians ọ dị ris. The same suffering ka ndị ugwu na-asọfa. The same suffering ka ndị all of them, every typical Bongorian, they are suffering. The only people that is not suffering is their political class. That is the only people that is not suffering. No sound. There is sound now. There is sound. Check from your end. There is sound. There is sound. There is sound. Check from your end. The suffering is the same everywhere. So those who is sitting upon this freedom book, that few people, they are talking about the continue to listen. Treat us equally. The only people that is enjoying bongo is the elite, the political class. Oh, my can use the kind of a politician to way treat his own case with political solution. Igbo we have failed in the Yoruba agitators. He have failed them completely. In fact, after Katunu Mochichari to Omegide when it is many in the Yoruba, they are going to shut him down. That is the truth. Into if road disappointing many. Omegide Senitisi Matunu Mochichari to many people is going, many of his own people, they are going to shut him down. No event, no history. No event, no history. Nelson Mandela, for 27 whole years, on him. That is the event, the history. Gonna find Obido. No, we're in there free. So we did a problem in this UG. The event
before now. The history is coming. No event, no history. That is life. If I can do it, long suffering.
Let us live. So what is an offense in this? Treat us equally. If you are not treating us equally, let us live. We can stay on our own. And then you are saying that no, of course he has to agitate for that. This is my own personal view now. If I see any Igbo man.
How to build a super app. Imagine your app could do everything.
Campaigning or supporting the APC. My view is that he's either a coward or a hypocrite. If you cannot be a courageous Igbo man, you see, the Igbo people are
all this. You never understand. Let's continue.
With courage, but that does not mean that you don't have cowards among them, because you cannot have people, no matter how strong they are, you still have weak ones among them. Yes, the cowards among them are the ones who are supporting APC. Why are you supporting APC? Is it because when I was in DSS custody, the majority of the people there were Igbos, Kanuri, the majority, and around my cell were Igbos.
Okay.
All of them, they say they are IPOP.
Okay.
Let me tell you what it means. Once you have problem with anybody, that's what the DSS. You see, as a matter of fact, I also have called on President Tinubu to make the DSS a department of the Nigerian Police Force. The only thing they do very well, which is why the politicians are keeping them, is to fight or to humiliate perceived enemies of the politicians. That's the only thing they do.
Exactly. To that. Exactly. Perceived enemies of the politician. Not enemy of Obodobongo. Obodobongo is dealing with Onyobona. Even the DSS, Obodobongo,
when we talk about the DSS, we'll return to that. Let's look at who authorized their visit. Was there anybody that facilitated their visit from high up there? Because we know that you don't just walk into prison facilities to see anybody, especially for someone like Nnamdi Kanu.
I want to let you know that I am the NANS president. I am mobilized there. If they had not allowed me, at first they resisted. I would have.
Okay, Nambidi is Faju. Okay. Because they will be like, when you work at the with the
remain there, I'll barricade the road. That was my intention of going to Sokoto. You can't expect me to leave Abuja for Sokoto and you don't allow me. I made it clear to the person, to them there. You either allow me or nobody, or you also arrest me and keep me with him. So I made up my mind. That was why when I was going, I didn't go with my car. I didn't go with luggages. I went with 2 clothes so that in
case
preparation for my arrest. And when they try to say that no, it is weekdays, that you see Nnamdi Kanu only on weekends, I say I'm not aware of that. Why? Because there is no law that prohibits one from seeing anybody that is imprisoned.
The truth is that there is no law that prohibits anyone that is in the prison. There is no law that prohibits anyone. My name were robust. Na some obodo. On Monday, ya for on Monday. On Monday, ya for Tuesday. So on them buildings. Into on one of us have a Ghana say, oh, no brother can for an age. Let's continue.
Since I know that, I made up my mind that these people, I know they are lawless. Most of the security agencies, with the exception of the military, that I don't really have anything to hold against them, all other security agencies, they are very lawless. Once they have opportunity, they use the power given to them by the Constitution. They misabuse the power and then to humiliate innocent citizens. So I'm ready to always resist that. I made up my mind I was going to see him. And it's either I see him or they will arrest me because I will challenge them. I'll still go and see him again after Salah.
All right. Why with him? Did he tell you anything in terms of your discussion, anything that shocked you, like maybe how he's being treated in the prison?
No, he's not being treated badly. As a matter of fact, they respect him because I see the kind of courtesy to him. They talk to him respectfully. That's the prison warders or whatever you call them. They talk to him respectfully. The only thing he showed me was that the judgments that freed him before and how it is illegal for you to try somebody on the same offense which has been set free before. And he showed me constitutional provisions to support his claim that what they are doing is illegal. They do not have any powers. They do not have anything that is backed by law for them to retry.
Onye ugwu gakwara fe ya. Onye ugwu gakwara fe ya. Ọka ọbụkwa onye Igbo because tomorrow na enwere ike ndị ugwu achio karịa ya love na ọ pụta tomorrow na na-ekwuru ndị Igbo na-ekwuru ndị ugwu nwanne ọra bụ Fulani ka ọ bụzi kemgbe o siri bacha dị ime pụtara ndị ke ndị ugwu ka ọ na-ekwu mgbe ọ nọ n'ime ị gara visit ya onye ugwu na-eje na-agwakwa na ya agakwa ọzọ Sala ịnọdụ the only thing ị chọrọ bụ ije siri anapụta Maazị Nnamdi Kanu sị na Ngozi Orabeeze na ọ bụrụ mmadụ. The only thing the man went there kwe na ihe ọ na-akọwara ya na lawyer eji wee chaji ya lee ife ị ga-emere onye nọ n'ime ebe iru ijuọ ya ajụ ọ kọwara gị ọ bụrụ iruo iwere problem of what is happening outside ruole disturb a man who is fighting for his own freedom currently. Ihe ọ na-fight for his own freedom ka ọ na-fight for currently now.
Over what he has been already freed in the court. And that he also showed me judgment that the court gave for him to be paid certain amount of money for the persecution which he went through. I saw all of those documents with him. He showed me relevant provisions of the Constitution.
Discuss important thing banyere case ya. Onwa advice ị ga-enye ya. Onwa okwu mgbagbo omege ya. Mba, ndị nke ruo ọra bụ Fulani asaa ka ya na mo. Oge nkere abụrụgo prime minister. Ajere si na ya bụ Ahmad Biara. Ọbata obi ke ndị support achọrọ m ka nre ezigbo ego ka anyị na-enye men on ground. Anywhere you are, stand there. What does that tell you? When you visit a prisoner, wrap on your own trouble. He is already in trouble. She is already in trouble. Somebody who is not free, can you your own problem? You will discuss now. How are you going to ambush them? Now this appeal. Discuss trouble.
And the offenses they are trying him and how it is not in line with the laws of the country.
All right, let's move on. I don't know whether you shared with Kanu why he sacked his lawyers and whether he's been able to re-engage lawyers. If not, how does he intend to pursue his appeal?
Well, even though we didn't discuss that, but he didn't sack them. What happened was that he only relieved them because he saw that it was not a case of that the law was being considered. And lawyers, they discuss based on law and evidence. So when he saw that it was just political persecution, so he realized that there was no need for him to engage lawyers because there was nothing like the law was not involved in deciding his own case. So that was a smart move by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because if law was involved, yes, he would have allowed his lawyers to continue. He didn't sack them. They are still his friends, and he holds them in.
Okay. These are his lawyers. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu fully here na try na law abata. So now what if the lawyer wanted to do with it? Or see the lawyer, let me now do it on my own. Lawyer, when anything to debate or that lawyer challenge godi Omotocho nwere ike were iwe ase tụọ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nga by say o nwere ike sị ya were iwe nọ ma tụọ ya by hand. I am telling you, because o nwere ike ọ dịzie nnọọ ka set Maazị Nnamdi Kanu set his own lawyers up. Ọka mmadụ ọsịrị ha mgbe jee nọ by the side, because after na ndị achọghị try with law nọ by the side. Let me now, since the make we just talk out mouth, since they don't want to try me based on law, so you have nothing to do because they are not trying me outside the law. Let's continue.
High esteem.
All right, let's look at some people are saying Kanu's case is being dangled like a bargaining chip for 2027.
Okay.
What do you have to say about this?
Yes, I agree with those who are saying that. Because the truth of the matter is that even with what is going on, the campaign of governors into APC, the presidency, President Tinubu per se, knows that there's no way he's going to win votes in the Southeast if he doesn't release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
This is the thing. If I about the politics, let us just be hopeful. This 2027, if I now, what you can manage now, I have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No, or less my farmer. Man to a person there, me and now. I am not to see an vote. I am not to see an vote. Man, over no, what if on them expect number of always my city boys, you. They found on that day, boy. Well, the guy, if he's big. Oh, you're not get 10,000. Then I get 20,000 or whatever voters card. Maybe that is your business. Whatever gets you naked. Money in us, so part of politics.
So he's playing his card very well to see that maybe close to the election, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released, and if maybe, and then so that he can talk to the people, because as it is today, a lot of people are loyal to him. I know that because during the protest, when we protested before the judgment for him to be released, while the protest was going on, police came, they were throwing tear gas and started shooting at us directly. So we dispersed. All my friends ran away. And I got to a junction where I became afraid because people were gathered there. And at that time, because I still know that those people who abducted me are still trailing me to see how they can still hurt me. So I was alone, so I was afraid. Some guys came to me and said, "Oh, this is Comrade Atiku, the NANS president, who has been fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu." I said, "Come, let's go." They took me. I said, "I don't know them." Later I realized these are able guys. Say they were, in short, one, because my phone was not even with me. One, and I told one of them, he gave me his phone. And they provided security for me. They say, "You are a great man. We thank you. We appreciate what you are doing." So that shows that
the buy the no good car. The buy the good car. That is the truth. The buy
people love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and I now told them, "Why are you people not protesting with us?" Because it was around down area one, where if you are going to around that legislative quarters, where they sell spare parts around there. I've forgotten the name. Apple, thank you very much.
She just raised $75 million, so you never have to hope teams adopt new tools. We should probably talk about that. Meet Scribe. They're the workflow AI platform.
So why are people not joining? We shouldn't run run from this police. Once they go, we should come back saying, the reason why we are being careful is that these people are heartless. That our shops now will be demolished if we join this protest because they know the majority of us are Igbos. So what kind of humiliation is this? Did they create themselves as Igbos? Say they know majority of us here are Igbos. Once we join this protest, they'll demolish our shops. Okay. That's why we are being careful. We cannot do what people are doing. To them, they think I'm Hausa. They say, you are Hausa now. They will release you and they won't harm you. But for us, if we do anything, our source of livelihood is gone.
Somebody is tempted to ask, what is the attachment to Nnamdi Kanu?
You see, whenever you are blessed, people want to be like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You see, it's not by power, it's God's favor.
Exactly. If I bought Ninyamara, if I bought Natarachi, People want to be like him, but you cannot be. People want to be like Mazi Banjoko, and these things you see attract jealousy. People want to be like Mazi Banjoko, but people want to be like Dr. Ngozi Orabenze. People, they jealous. They know she even have more than what she displayed. They know. They want to be like her. Some women that surround her, they are just jealous of her because of how God have blessed her. Not even because of Biafra struggle, but now why were this blessed? Some people want to be like Martin Nandekano, but you can't. That is God. That is why some people can even go as far as imitating him. They want to sound and speak like him. By sounding. That is the truth. By sounding. So everything over become trouble. Dr. Ngozi Orabenze the power. Or I'm going to Fulani, the chief commander of terrorists. She know that no Fulani. She know nobody that command any terrorists. But why is she saying that? Hatred, envy, and jealousy. That is the truth. Some politicians hate Mazen Nandekano for the laws. Not because they are correct. No. No, but why must it be him? Somebody who is not a politician, who is not representing anybody. Nah, keep him there. Business. People listen to him more than us. Yeah? People listen to us, to him more than us. Why?
Have confidence in you. For people to love you. This is what the politicians want. They cannot have it. When he speaks to the people, they listen. Exactly. Anywhere he comes, he has this charisma that people want to listen to him and obey him. And he has, with that, of course, he will have many enemies. With that alone, that blessing from God alone attracts enmity. And that's why the powerful ones who want to control the people, the kind of influence he has. He's not forcing people. If Nnamdi Kanu says now, I think I want you to start trekking from Abuja to Sokoto, I'll start trekking. He's not using anything. I'll start trekking, I'll start going. So that's the kind of influence he has of people. And that is why they are afraid and they have kept him in prison.
Let's talk about your ordeal with the DSS. Have the security agencies opened investigations on the matter concerning your abduction, and how far has the matter gone?
I wrote to the DGDSS. I have copies. I have copies here. I think it's even on my file here. I wrote to the DGDSS. I wrote to the Inspector General of Police that I mentioned their names. Lukman Salahuddin, Ladoja, Olushola Ladoja, Usman Baba Kankia from Samaru in Zaria.
Omaka Mele Ginaduru, Mazike TV, can you pin the link for the ID? Someone need it urgently. Thanks. You say God bless you. Omaka Mele, can you just pin where if I narrow? If I narrow, where the Nabas. So, the guy is in a book. Nabas was what they need is here that we are preaching for. I ain't get it over. At least Dr. Ngozi Orabenze can post when they post now. Okay, or the but I have been thinking how to make that link ordering me easy to access. I come around to even buyer, but I will try now. Can buy somewhere. Ordering me easy to access. Bob and Mother India. Jina Duro Makamele, I'm back to you as well. Back to you as well. Why I will inform me. All the link will be far. Yeah, we have the register as well. I come back. May 30th, all the link will be far. May 30th. Huh? On our ancestors, so near mega apply you and an idea nor no recognition for that is the link. You know, do camera may be anywhere from here. Oh, my guide you telling you how important all the media, what are your ID? Camera may be anywhere. Or on the let's continue. Now, walk up, visible mother.
Omar Farouk from Niger State, Olubenga Adeyeye. I wrote with their phone numbers.
I just pinned this now.
Nothing was done. And
Are they members of NANS?
You see, NANS, we have touts, cultists, and thugs in NANS. As a matter of fact, I want Nigerians to know, and all those listening to us to know that I left student activism a long time ago. I hold a degree in computer science and a master's in information science. Why should I come back to be in NANS? People persuaded me. They said, I think we know that you are strong, you are courageous, you are not a cultist, but you can fight cultism. Come and sanitize the organization. I said, no, I've passed this stage in my life. So this stage you are saying you have passed, it can destroy the entire country. If really you are sincere, come back and contest for us. I said, okay, I don't even have the money because it requires a lot of money. Okay. They said they were going to help me, support me financially, and then talk to other persons. That was how I emerged as NANS president. I have always stood for justice. Then after the whole thing, in DSS custody, they took me to a court, and the case died down like that. It should not die down like that. This should be investigated. It should be investigated. What kind of country are we?
Your interest is that the case be investigated.
If it's not investigated, I will still continue to accuse Sheyi Tinubu in my heart that he sent these people, and what Sheyi should know is this: he is not learning from history. When the late General Sani Abacha was head of state, Al Mustafa and others, according to what people said, and according to what the late professor of criminology said, that they humiliated him. And some journalists also said that even Muhammad Abacha participated in it. What happened to him? When his father died, he was imprisoned. His mother Mariam Abacha was running from left to right, begging people. It was out of pity for Mariam Abacha that Muhammad Abacha was released. Sheyi should know. I am telling the world today, I have no doubt in my mind, Sheyi will go to prison. Keep this record. Whether they succeed in killing me or they don't kill me, what is sure is that he will go to prison. Else, the only thing that will save Sheyi from going to prison, there are two things. This matter be investigated and should be compensated, because I have reported him to the highest authority. It is not because they macheted me that I cannot use my hand to write again. I can't write. If I'm writing, you see that you think I just started a boy in primary school. Sometimes when I go to bank to write, and my friends are with me, they say, bring your pen, let's help you to write. I have one of the best handwritings. But because they macheted me here, I can't hold pen very well. So I try to, because this hand is not actually working. This one with ring is not working. I was humiliated in DSS custody by the same person who is very powerful in the country. But what he has forgotten is that the most powerful is God Almighty. And that's why I have reported him to God, and you will see he will go to prison if this
right. Is not done. Let's go on. Nasir El-Rufai has become a victim of opposition.
Okay.
He's facing EFCC, ICPC charges, and has been in detention for over a month without trial. As someone who has also suffered detention and state harassment, is this a warning shot to strong figures planning to oppose Tinubu in 2027? What is your take on this?
Well, it is very pathetic.
Do anybody have comment? Okay, I should repost it. Good. Okay. Let me get only the link. I can repost, including the WhatsApp system. When I go and get your ID, very, very important. If you have to make comment, signal us.
If there's one thing President Tinubu has done very badly, is the weakening of institutions. He has been using institutions of government against citizens. there's no constitutional provisions that gives you the power to put somebody in detention.
Serious dictation was driving me
You're
crazy,
free.
so I switched
Apply.
to Whisper Flow. Here's
it.
why I'll never go back. First,
Trial. The security agencies are not acting responsibly. Before making arrest, you are supposed to have concluded your investigation. As you are picking the person, and especially a high-profile personality like this, yes, we know Nasir El-Rufai must have done some things in the past that are not in order. But that does not justify what you are doing to him. That's a former governor, a former minister. You don't humiliate important personality.
Bad system for Raya. No, but I found now or chichi or the fakafaga about we or the fakafag fe. Fasira never what the system. And the Mbevano Wanochichi, they did absolutely nothing to make sure NAFIS in those systems. They did nothing. In fact, they will refuse to do something to fix it because they will feel it is their turn to use the same system to oppress other people. This is why bad system did them. I did one day for now. Detention for months, for years, or what if for them? And what if for you? And no politician will say anything. Then when the politician chicharity to the same thing, I get the way I want to behind bars. And what if again? So it is very, very important we do the right thing. Can I get on this foundation narrow? One of the foundation that is the truth.
And think the country will move forward. It is very bad. I want to use this opportunity to call on President Tinubu to direct immediately the release of Malam Nasir El-Rufai. He should be released immediately. There's nothing against him. If you have something against him, why should they keep him for about a month?
Very correct.
Take him to court. You don't have to like somebody. Okay, that was the same thing Malami did while he was Attorney General.
Okay.
You can see what he's suffering today.
Exactly. When you have Attorney General, or make return, you put up a system. Ngayabo na manji dem madu without a trial and court. Dem ma twayanga more rapia mba offer we as God as the Attorney General. If onyo wana uku badi me gaba onyo sikara pa garapia today. Akana chukaripe. If I have a bad system.
Malami, when Dasuki was given judgment to be released, refused to release Dasuki. What he should have done as AGF was to go back to the court because there's a judicial.
Thank you, but this one now, I don't think this one is old though, because this one was just 2 hours ago. So they posted this one 2 hours ago, but I don't really know how old it is.
President.
This is 2 hours ago. Let's continue.
That would have allowed him to get another judgment that will keep Dasuki in the custody. What judgment? There's a judicial.
Okay. Let's continue.
President, in the case between FGN and Asari Dokubo, when Asari Dokubo went to court on the basis of the violation of his fundamental human rights, the court decided that when a person is a security threat to the country, the issue of fundamental human rights can be set aside. So he was a threat, according to the ruling then, to the country, and as such, his fundamental right to freedom was set aside. And then he was still incarcerated. So based on that judgment, AGF would have gone to court, but because Malami had no respect for the judiciary, for the court's decision, he just decided that Dasuki will not be released. See what he's facing today. In short, if not because I do not support injustice, But personally, I would have been happy for Dasuki to remain in prison. No, Malami to remain in prison, because that was what he did. He was.
This is the system. This is the system. No, they are supporting justice. They are supporting prison. Over na system them man. Obodo a na-function, ama na-ekwu okwu nwere onwe, ama mkpụrụ onye aka ya dị ọcha tụọ ya nga, ọma mgbe ejide mmadụ ọ nọ na police station na cell for 1 month to 6 months.
Abusing court decisions, judgments, because he was AGF then. See what is happening to him now. What Tinubu should know is that at most, even if he wins, in the next 6 years, he will not be president. Even if he wins the 20.
Yes, some of the comments may be old regarding his case. Like this one, he is making comment by his case now. But the comment of Mazen Nandekano, maybe that one they knew that is very interview. Yes, because the comment of Mazen Nandekano and his own case, maybe and merge together. Yes.
Or he rings himself into office in 2027, he will not be president. So what will happen to him? If he's not dead, he can still be in prison. He might be the first president that will be in prison. Because you cannot behave in this way and think that when...
Here's the reality. Your college degree took 4 years and $100,000. AI skills, 28 days.
President Muhammadu Buhari was alive. Nasser al-Rufai was very powerful. But see what is happening? Less than 3 years. He's in detention today.
Exactly.
So all of these people should know. Don't use the institutions against a single person.
Okay.
It will haunt you in the nearest future. Release. You don't have to like the people.
The institution had wrong Maya with the use here. The institution have empowered them to use it anyhow. Often the institution leading in obodo Bongo the naru onwe ọrụ ntụ ọ dị na be ndị ọzọ. No interference. N'obodo ndị ọzọ. Institution. In fact, onye ọbụla n'ebe nke ọ nọ, judiciary nọrọ onwe ya na function. Judiciary has nothing to do with governance. Or iburu case bịa, their job is to deliver judgment. Their job is to deliver judgment. Ọrụ ndị uwe ojii bụ to make arrest within 24 hours. Eburu onye a debe onye a na court. In fact, ọrụ ndị uwe ekere ọrụ eke. Not mmadụ ịkpọ gị na court gwa gị nke ịchọba onye ahịa ga-eme ife o mere ịchọba ya imudere anya ndị buru ya dobe ya na detention. In fact, don't even disclose ebe the person nọ. Ọ ya wetara eji ejije esi Abuja, spend the ego, ga Lagos, gajide onye ga-eme ife o mere, fly ya na plane, buru onye ahụ ozugbo, whoa, to DSS, o mere onye ga-ama ebe ọ nọ. All that thing ife wetara eji wee ga Kenya, jide Maazị Nnamdi ka kechie ya anya from Kenya bata n'obodo bụ kechie ya anya kwuo na DSS. Ọ bụrụ na Nigerians na-arụ ọrụ, ọma ndị ntu a. So the institution, the people just may use really hard, functioning power from top to bottom. It gets order from above. What the hell can they appear no good on or when you would be able to arrest or on the prison to receive or then do woji men arrest. But yeah, you do woji mega arrest now. We need a mega arrest in Abalia. Tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, court to mepe. You get the court. You run a court. Aganata, Kehana, not approval or something to remind you na prison. Do what you take in a valley. She put in the morning, court to mepe rana 8, 10, 11, 12. Ebujonya na court. Ebujonya na court. So I collect I go from there to prison. From prison in Aga, you have nothing to do with the cell. From prison in Aga, the court. From then, the prison no over now to make sure na onye no na prison na Aga court. Yeah, but this is very simple. Man, order is coming from above. Order from above. I got mmadụ kpọchie ya family ya mama. It was rigbu onye afọ egbu. That is kidnapping. Onye uwe ojii jide mmadụ. O kwesịrị onye ahụ ekwesịrị ịnọdụ ya. No, bụ ndị uwe ojii jide mmadụ. Ajụ ese na onye anọzi n'ụlọ ikpe. Ị gaa na court, ị gaa na prison visit onye ahụ. Mana obodo Bongo, a ga-ejide mmadụ ọmụ onye ga-ama ebe ọ nọ. And you see Bongorians bragging about it. I can make you to disappear. If I pick you, they cannot rest where you are until after 1 month. We are bragging with it. And that is not normal. A ga-ejide ndị be anyị na mgbadaba anyị buda afọ Abuja. Onye ga-enwe informer. That is an evidence that the system adịrị arụ ọrụ. Why spending so much money na transportation? Why? Okay, we go sit down na fan on ọchịchị, and at the end of the day, the same system ejidekwa n'ọrụ. O nwere onye this system fụrụ anya. I am telling you, ndị uwe ojii jide gị n'abalị. Tomorrow, their job is to take you to court, get documents, get approval from court, father for prison. Then immediately, or the prison to make sure they na court. Over na na pegi ikpe, ibute gị ebe ahụ, face your sentence. So every section from arrest to cell, from cell to court, from court to prison. Then the prison warders can have your case to make sure they get court. You need a lawyer, you need a free lawyer, you want a free lawyer. Under government lawyer. You want a pro lawyer. Nobody knows.
Even if you don't like somebody, do the right thing so that when you are no longer powerful, nobody will use the same.
Even if you don't like somebody, let the law, the system treat everybody equally. It does not matter if you like me or you do not like me. This is why we are talking about the system. In a working system, there is no discrimination. That is the truth. In a working system, there is no discrimination. In a working system, there is no class, nothing whatsoever. Even in a room mechanic now, credit you got them. You need a brand new motor. You got some meat ya okoburia na ba. Onye na arụ ọrụ a na-akwụ salary. Then onye nwezi the company enwe oge ọ na-arụ ọrụ need motor as oga. The only thing this is about oruori ya ka ọkwụọ kaachị. Oburu kaachị ruo kwụọ ụgwọ naba. Ọ bụrụ na oruori ekwu kaachị na ọ chọkwara ka o burukwa ya na credit, orukwa ebe a si ọga. O burukwa the same motor. Work ya na-ebu abịa ọrụ, o burukwa ya na akwụkwọ ụgwọ n'ọnwa. There is no discrimination in working system. This is just what we are asking for. Mana to them, the same system fano buruchiuku or become small god at the same system. Even if the factory ever ritual, another person really go on it. We now prove to him or her, I am now the God you are seeing. This is what we are going through. And nobody is ready to change the system. Now his own turn, because now it is my turn. I am going to do to them as I please. This is the bongo for you.
Against you. What they don't know is that, okay, anybody can become president tomorrow.
Do you think the opposition is doing enough to check this government, or you support those that said opposition is dead in Nigeria right now?
No, there's no opposition. You see, and these men, maybe they have done certain evil that we don't know. It seems they fear Tinubu in a way that they should fear God, their creator. Okay. There's no opposition. Who are the opposition leaders? Okay. I don't want to call them cowards, but there's no opposition in the country. Nasir El-Rufai is in detention. What have they been doing? What have they said? There's no opposition in the country. There's no opposition at all. The only opposition you can see is from the masses that once in a while, once they become frustrated, they react.
They react.
The kind of role VDM is playing in this country, Sowore is playing in this country. If you put all the governors in, well, they are not even governors in opposition. If you put all the opposition leaders together, they are not playing half of the role of a VDM. Half. What I mean is that all the opposition leaders, you put them together, not playing the role of VDM. All, they are not playing half of the role of Sowore. So if you are talking about heroes in this country, you call VDM, you call Sowore, Randy Peter, Mama P, these are the heroes in this country. Oh Lord, all these opposition leaders, they don't even have capacity to lead. Because if you have capacity to lead, you should have courage. If you are not courageous, you can't lead.
All right. As a frontline activist, which would you think is more dangerous to Nigeria's democracy? Corrupt politicians or compromised electoral system?
Compromised electoral system is more dangerous. Because the corrupt politicians will not be able to get to position of authority if the electoral system is not compromised. It's not that Nigerians are that irresponsible. Sometimes they are not even given the liberty to do what they are supposed to do.
Express themselves.
This compromised electoral system has killed Nigeria. Many people do not even have confidence in the electoral system. Sometimes they stay behind.
Electoral system.
Make a move with hosting a
For
just 6,900 naira a month. Get AI managed VPS from.
That is why I cannot trust anybody that is talking about PVC. I cannot trust anybody that is talking about PVC. Let me not trust the person. That is the truth. I don't trust the person because there is problem here already in the constitution. Even this BDDM on I cannot trust any of them. With this same constitution, let me read my comment. I'm sorry, my fellow viewers and the commenters. I thought it was the last year, or please make honor forgive me. Okay, that is that. I Nobi to play it. I've from here before. So with the program email from Omoyele Sowore. If you rely on the headline or so, then when I begin speaking the way to see Bumaga, then my Nesiana for this right off by Namazan Nandekano. So I am still coming back with the program of Omoyele Sowore as I planned. Man, if you can be correct, because his experience na the recent visit him as in the kind of recent one. But we come previous interview. These things over here again. So you are not far from the truth. Yes. Exactly. But even now, for you to know that they are in charge, power from above, order from above, they can spend money. Ticket, imagine. Just to prove to you that they are more than you. That alone, they are working at the system. Gesi Lagos. Gamen mother arrest. La East. Tinya no way to big man want to tell you that he is big man. That is just it. Then I wrong way you feel it. No, I'm down here. No, the question way for him. Attend that evidence 24 hours.
Example. In Kogi State, where I come from, the Kina local government and of local government alone is more than the entire Kogi Central, where the current governor comes from. The number of registered voters of the number of accredited voters in Okene as at 2023 governorship.
Oh, maka this fraud. Kaiji okwu nwere onwe. Nna, my brother, ndị be anyị have traveled out into ife bụ working system, and ọ ga-abụrụ anyị ezigbote ife ọjọọ na anyị emekere chọọ na anyị nwere working system. Ka ezi isi mmadụ anyị bụ, ka ezi isi ụwa anyị pụtara. O nwere ife iji agba mbọ ị na-agba na, let's say na ụlọ adọrọ na your father's house. Ife ị na-agbara mbọ na-abụ ka ị rụọ ụlọ. You want to bring that is not there. O nwere ike ife na-agbara lekaleka na-abụ na o mere ụmụnne gị bụ graduate. So ị na-agbazi mbọ to make sure na o nwere ndị graduate, or ị na-agba mbọ ka ụmụ gị bụrụ graduate. O nwere ike unu enwere running water na your own family. Ife iji agba mbọ niile ị na-agba bụ ka e nwee running water. So ndị niile ifere na-ekwu okwu nwere onwe, ife eji eme ya bụ ka anyị fụ a working system. Somebody who have not traveled out before cannot understand. Maazị Banjoku said, I am going to deliver Finland to your doorstep. Many people will, imagine, how can he carry Finland and bring to us? To them, how do he mean he want to bring Finland to us? Yeah? The thing that they don't understand. Finland DC, Buria. They know that it is impossible carry it like that and bring it. But they don't know the process. They don't know how to get there. But now they cannot explain it to them. Now for 75 years non-stop. But delivering Finland to their doorstep need the higher interpretation or more interpretation. And what Finland, that is what Finnish people is what they are enjoying, so that they can understand it.
Election in the whole of Okene, the number of accredited, not registered voters, was less than 30,000 or so. Or yes, no, it was less than 50,000. In the range between 30 to 40,000 or so. The governor was reported by INEC to have secured lawful votes of over 100,000. When the number of accredited voters was between 30 to 40,000, less than 50,000, it was reported by INEC to have.
This is our own people dealing with us. And this dealing with us. The election.
Called over 100,000 lawful votes. Also in Adavio, Okehi, again, over 100,000. We're not talking about registered voters, the number of accredited voters on the day of election. Before the election, the results of the election was filled by the then governor Yahya Bello, was released by some of his aides who were angry that he didn't choose them as governorship candidate. We saw it, and then it was shown to INEC. INEC said they are not going to accept that. That same result, what we heard, that when money is transferred hand, it was said that when the INEC officials, that was what the information, he said, we get all this information and we believe the information is correct because it is coming from his inner caucus. Those he refused to give governorship ticket, that they thought, because he gave to the least qualified among the aspirants. Because you have a pharmacist, Asuku, who was his chief of staff. You have the AG of the state, Accountant General of the state. But you have a boy to the AG, who the current governor was looking for driving work in the office of the AG. So the AG was his own boss. A driver, somebody that wanted to be a driver. Now the overall boss in the state. So when there was a picture I saw yesterday, when Asuku, the then chief of staff, was campaigning to become governor in 2023, the current governor was among the crowd that was cheering him.
Hey, wait, I need you to show me how to convert a Word doc to a PDF again.
Seriously? You know?
So now, those he didn't give the ticket, They are the ones revealing this information because they were among these inner caucus.
Is this in a fairy tale or
not a fairy tale? This information came out from those. You see, to get information about him now is very easy because he had promised, virtually all of he promised his then deputy governor, Edward Onoja, who was his very close friend, asked him to go and buy form. He promised his chief of staff. His chief of staff was even thinking that he was going to be the next governor because I belong to the same group. He was very arrogant. He was almost abusing everybody, thinking he was going to be a governor. Now, he told his...
I don't know if anybody have comments because I must run because I need to come back to the program. This happened in the north, Muslim side. It is not Jesus that caused it. Exactly. If I have even a not, so make we tune down. I am going to be back in some hours time, maybe in some hours time. I'm going to be back. So we'll continue. Over whatever your ID, yeah, with that ID. I had the remembrance day. The kind of had remembrance day question. I don't need your ID. Now that remembrance day, all men apply. Very, very important. Don't just apply it in what you're in. You can use video until Bongorians begin gossiping about it in Obodo. Then go gossip about it. So if they have not yet gossiped about it, there is something I will want to show us. Why is it about also near book. I can TV na why see your camera today near book. But I don't know how long she will put that cap. Listen to it before. Listen.
Go. Actually, key gay your criminal madam Kai television.
Listen.
And you're on another topic. Go na Kelena. Why you search in France? And Epukomu after listen daughter. One of you queer.
Listen to it again.
Gay your criminal madam Kai television. And you're on another topic. Go na Kelena. Why you search in France? And Epukomu after Mpufuko listen daughter.
You will we see your child, but not your child. Why is it? Okay, but if opening up by no man, Maras, why is you? Oh, match of I for so far. Man, based on nearby, away over. We are coming in some hours' time already. Listen to it again.
I'm not fighting. Nobody now for me nobody. I did offer you go. Actually, key gay your criminal madam Kai television. And you're on another topic. Go na Kelena. Why you search in France? And Epukomu after Mpufuko listen daughter. One of you queer. So
why are there you know for long? If I never have old video, the human are there was you of man. Yeah, whether or there was enough man. She need to add more energy now. Why is it paint? Even for long. Current there was the current bambo. Now must be getting where the current. Come we find it good social media. Can never listen to it again.
Nobody. I did offer you go. Actually, key gay your criminal madam Kai television. And you're on another topic. Go na Kelena. Why you search in France? And Epukomu after Mpufuko listen daughter. One of you queer. So
child, Biafra ya ga-ata arụ. Ife ọ ga-atọ n'ụtọ. Ife ọ ga-atọ n'ụtọ tu adịghị eke ya. Ife ọ ga-atọ n'ụtọ tu adịghị eke ya. That is that. You'll be back in some hours' time. When you deliberately undermine the truth, consequences are with you. And don't forget, heavenly immigration border control. The one he called is preside. So we're back in some hours' time. Stay blessed. Touch the like button. Bye for now.